So it was around this time last year, myself and Guy ventured down to Tumut, New South Wales to take part in the 10-hour Transmoto down there. If you haven't already, make sure you click the link above to see how that went down. But for those who don't know, Guy, why don't you tell us what is Transmoto?
So Transmoto is a teams-based enduro event held on a 18 to 20 kilometre track, held up and down the east coast of Australia, and it's literally the best weekend you can have on a dirt bike.
Yeah, it really is that much fun. But it looks like Gemma Wilson has just arrived at the showroom, so let's go and have a chat to her, see what she thinks.
What are you doing? Here's Gemma. So Gemma's a 4-time Australian champion, 5-time IST champion, all-round awesome human being. Gemma's done a bunch of Transmoto events. What is Transmoto all about?
I reckon it is about having a really good time with your mates. I like to call it a time trial ride. It's so chill, and it's really like if you're a racer, you have the best time, and if it's your first time ever doing a race, you have the best time.
So what's the best experience at Transmoto?
I think the best memory that I have and the best experience was at a 6-hour at Conadale quite a few years ago now. I wrecked my bike, long story short. I'm stuck out on the side of the track, and Rosie Lalonde comes along, and I ended up doubling her in, and we had her Transmoto on the bike and my Transmoto and my Camelback, and we were overtaking people on the grass track because of like the weight. We had so much traction. She was doing gears and rear brake, and I was doing clutch and throttle and front brake. Had my legs up like this. Got to the end, and it still counted. Like my lap still counted because we both still rode, and that's kind of the rules with Transmoto. It's not an Australian championship. It's like get out there, have a go. You know, I still completed the lap. Gave my Transmoto to my other teammate, and off he went, and we ended up getting second.
So bringing you meaning to team event.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, yeah, Rosie wasn't on my team. We were competing against one another, and she's like, jump on. No, wait, you ride better than me. You ride. I'll jump on the back.
All right, so a tip to someone that hasn't been to a Transmoto event, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, especially if they're not like a racer or an ex-racer and they haven't had that racing experience, not to stress. You know, I said before that I think of it as a time trial ride. If you're slower than the guy behind you or the girl behind you, they're super polite. You know, it's 1% of the guys out there are actually racing and think it's a championship. Other 99% are there to have a fun time, and they wait until it's safe for you to pull off, and then they say thanks and give you a wave and keep on riding. And that's why Transmotos are so special, and that's what makes them different from every other race out there.
Cool. We'll see you at the next one.
So just to echo what Gemma said, it is for racers and beginners alike. It was my first moto ever, and so if I can do it, then anyone can.
So GB's not here at the moment. He's down in Sydney, but we're going to go talk to a couple of other MXstore mates and see what they've got to say.
Let's go. Smells like pure gasoline in here.
I'm not going to lie. It smells like Bigfoot. So we're just overseeing our mate Sammy. He is the owner of Fist and proud supporter of Transmoto events. He's been in the industry forever and just all-round good guy. So let's go see what he has to say about Transmoto.
Yo, guys, straight up. G'day, mate. How are ya?
Good, yourself?
Good.
Transmoto.
Transmoto.
What does it mean to you?
What does it mean to me? It is just a good weekend away with the crew. Good times, camping and hanging out, doing a bit of riding as well.
What is your best memory of Transmoto?
I've got a pretty funny one. I teamed up with Toby Price and Matty McAlpine, and myself, definitely the slower rider out of the three. And we won the bid to go pole position. Yeah, so they sent me out first. And my good mate Todd Waters was out second, and he parked me in a tree when he passed me. Yeah,
As Todd does.
as Todd does. Flies out of bed, loves it.
All right, one piece of advice you would give to someone that hasn't done Transmoto before?
Don't drink too many beers the night before, because it makes the second day very difficult, even though the riding is secondary to hanging out and drinking beers.
Yes, awesome. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, bro.
So there you have it. You get to ride some of the best locations the country has to offer. They cater to all types of riders, average level to advanced. There's a real emphasis on fun. It's all about campfire, beers with mates, and just riding dirt bikes. We'll see you at the next one.